So I've not played Counter-Strike in a long time, probably quite literally, well, when I say not played, I mean any kind of decent amount of it. Yeah, probably 4 or 5 years, if not even longer. It originally came out in 1999 as a mod to Half-Life. It got bought officially in 2000, so yeah, the game itself is 15 years old. It's changed quite a lot on my return on it. So you get funky coloured guns, for example. Look, I was just showing this shotgun. Here I am on Dust 2. Dust 2 looks very similar to the way it always has. Some maps have changed a reasonable amount. There's extra little bits in here. Some of them have just look prettier. In this case, Dust 2 looks prettier. I don't know how these three guys aren't getting more bullets on me, but they're not. So I'm making good use of this very cheap shotgun. At this point, I'm just showing you some clips from a few rounds on Dust 2. I was trying a bit of a new strategy, so this shotgun was new. It only cost $1,200 at the start of a round. So generally it allowed me to save up some money. Then when I'd saved up a lot, I would perhaps switch over and have a bit of fun with the AWP, which you will probably know is the one-shot kills sniper rifle. Not looking good on 5 health. I like when someone, I'm a bit slow switching to grenades and things. That's where I need to get better at, or I need to get some scripts, or because I like to try and take advantage. When I see one guy go in front of me, that's he draws the fire all the time, and it's good to sneak and pick people off. So here's just a few shots of me sniping away. I don't want to bore you too much though. This last one, my favourite. You've always got to be just, obviously you've got to be quick as possible, especially if the other person's sniping back at you. Here we are on short A once more, but stick down behind us. In the time that I've not been playing Counter-Strike, I've been playing things like Battlefield and Titanfall. And in those games, a lot of the time you keep moving. When you're shooting at the enemy, you keep moving to make yourself a hard target. But in Counter-Strike, that just makes your bullets fly off in all kind of random angles. So it took me a fair bit of time to kind of remember that really, and just get used to staying still. I did enough that we were actually defuse that. So here we are on what's this nuke? I'll nick that chap's AWP's first. So I know there's an AWP down the other end there, so I'm going to try and spot him first of all without being seen. Then fully zoomed in and get the shot off. So quite often I'll stay on the first zoom just to try to locate the person. And you might have seen him, he was just to the top left of the crate. I didn't spot him when I was actually left. Now this guy's not got an AWP, so now I've got a little bit more time with him. He's moved, so I figure, okay, well I'm going to move as well. There he is, I spot him. So I'm back on the side and get the shot off. Time to keep moving, relocate. Didn't wonder if he saw me, but he got shots at me, but with the half zoom, managed to get the shot off. So, there's two of us terrorists left. My colleague has got the bomb down. We've got one counter-terrorist left. The first bomb site just here is looking like it's clear. Yep, there's no movement, nothing going on. Right, I'm going downstairs. I don't really want to take an AWP with me. Switch, always check your bullets when you pick up someone else's gun. And make my way downstairs. Now obviously the key here is the detonation, it's not killing the enemy. Just get a glimpse of him there, don't get any shots, I don't know, alerting to me. I really should have killed him though, I didn't, but I distracted him enough that the bomb will detonate. This action is all on assault. This is a map that's changed a reasonable bit with some additions to it. For me, the big one's been the skylights on top of the building. It used to be such a heavily terrorist-biased map because you could just sit inside, watch the back door, watch the vent, and watch the front shutter, and it was just very hard for counter-terrorists to get in. But now, shoot out all of those so you don't necessarily draw attention when you go in to shoot one. Might as well check it up. Pay no attention to me at all. So yeah, all this video is from one round, one of my better rounds. I actually started with 1 and 2, then I moved on to 6 and 4. I finished, I think, 23 and 5, so I've finished like 17 and 1. The sort of latter part of the round. So again, clear out the glass before coming through. There's a couple of I see on the video now, I see a couple coming about the fence, but look, this will take care of them. Keeping an eye on the map, just trying to locate. Now the back door is looking clear at this point, so let's pop in through the back door.
Flashbang.
Now I want to pick up a decent gun as soon as I can. I actually thought it was an AK when I saw it initially. It's not. Somehow still a kill off Sir Twatsalot.
Flashbang.
But Ben down this way. At this point I'm using the Steyr AUG. I have found actually that it's not some of the bullets, if you do just hold the trigger down, which again is nothing you shouldn't really do on Counter-Strike, the bullets start flying very wildly. So generally it's really important to use burst fire. Possibly telegraphing that I'm coming in through the vent. What's all that smoke for? Someone's coming in, but luckily no one's really watching. I figure let's go around to the back.
Covering with smoke.
Another thing on Counter-Strike is about the noise.
Counter-terrorists win.
You really want to try and be silent as much as you possibly can. This bit's about money, see if I can get him picked up before the round ends. Get myself $800.
Go, go, go!
Accidentally bought myself a car by pressing the wrong key.
That's a negative.
$3,000. Here I'm just being aware that sometimes they will rush out the back door, rush out the front. I just want to be ready if that was to happen. I get very impatient playing the game. I do often rush in at people. They're normally not my better rounds if I'm patient. Maybe even sit behind one or two people. So I didn't take my own advice there. I shot it and went straight in. So I attracted all the attention. Pretty cool ones. Move the focus a little bit. Back for Ben. Last bullet takes him down.
Smoke.
Starting to pay a bit more attention to the skylight, so the terrorists, but they're still not using it very well. Roof, whoops, shot my teammate. Luckily, friendly fire is off. But I am down to 16 health. One problem with the new maps, or just sort of maps these days generally, I suppose, because there's so much more detail, it's sometimes harder to pick out the enemy.
Hostages coming out.
Killed an enemy with that last bullet, like it tells me. I like the little stats that it drops at the end of the rounds, they're quite fun. Sometimes it says, this person jumped 23 times in that round, stuff like that, and it's just, it's quite interesting. Again, just checking in case anyone's rushing, covering my guys while I get into position. Then I'm going to go and find my own position. Someone's
Covering with smoke.
there he is. I did do a bit of a spray and pray. Luckily one bullet went dead. See the hostage in the corner there. Move to a different view. We've got a couple of hits on me, but not so much. Ooh, someone randomly shooting through the roof. Check the back door again. Bit of a mistake coming up. I think might be able to go for that, cover the back door and we'll go in, but no, it bounced off the frame. Terrorist up top, he's down. Right, let's go in. I've been lucky, each time I went in through the vent we'd killed enough that there wasn't anyone watching the vent. I think the skylights help that as well, because they can't just stand on that back row watching for the vent. It often doesn't go very well if you drop into the vent and someone is watching it. Your life expectancy is normally pretty short.
Flashbang.
Almost flashbanged myself. 14 health left. 2 terrorists to go. Spotted the other guy, get some cover, get reloaded.
Counter-terrorists win.
He dead. And I've got MVP. Ben on the roof, dealt with. Someone outside, dealt with by someone else, but I got an assist, which is nice. I don't know when I hit him. So they are a bit more aware. I think he'd seen me, but he couldn't do much about it. So it's 3 on 2 at this point. 26 seconds left. You don't get a lot of time initially, but when you get to a hostage, you get given extra time. There it is. Oh. That was my only death in the last sort of 5 rounds or so. As you can see, we're at this point. Already there's only 4 terrorists left in this round. 3. Another one just down to my right, I could hear. Back wall. 1 to go and it would be a round win. Let's have a look down there.
Counter-terrorists win.
And now around 23, only 1 assist. Never mind you, I got a kill, don't need any assist to assist anyone. 23 and 5. Like I said, I started 6 and 4, so went 17 and 1 over the last bunch of rounds. Pretty successful. We'll move on to office.
Let's go.
Again, every now and then I'll just buy a pistol to save. If I can't afford the gun that I want, use normally either the Skyrob or the Colt one from my CT. Perhaps someone having an aim. Someone else is you won't have shots, you never know. You might hear something. I'm really just kind of waiting for the smoke to clear and hoping to get, if there is anyone there, get the first shot off. I do quite like this position though, hidden by the plant pots. As long as the glass out there. Got him. Nice headshot. There's no one, but I'm struggling to make contact. Now I don't want to wait for too long because there is the chance someone comes round the back, a terrorist round the back through our own spawn point. So when I've seen someone else pass through that way, I'm thinking, okay, that's probably quite good. Mr. Lady. Sorry, his reactions. Caught me a bit. Wasn't particularly expected to pick up a sniper rifle at that point.
Hostages coming out.
Someone's tagged the hostage and taken him. My nade takes down the chappie that I just got 1 bullet into, so check to the left. I'm being quite noisy here at this point. I'm reasonably confident there's only 1 guy left and we've got a hostage on the way, so he's probably heading towards an extraction point to try and pick off our guy getting out.
Counter-terrorists win. Hostages
In fact, he got killed, so I get the MVP as well, which is nice. So I've saved a bit. Got an AWP and 5 grams of mortar grenades. We'll take a bit of a look down the corridor from a distance. It'll look to be a lot going on. Also, when the glass smashes these days in Counter-Strike, you can't see a lot through it, so you kind of have to move on, really. Again, I want to be aware, I can see on the map that no one's taken this route, so there is a chance that a terrorist is sneaking through. I don't get shot in the air, so let's take a look this way and see what's going on. Oh, and there is a terrorist. If I'd been zoomed, I could have had a pop of that, but missed out, so let's wait and see what occurs. You can see the terrorist getting quite a few kills up in the top right there. It's not a good start to the round. Try and get some cover, try and back up while we're blind. Get my own grenade ready. Someone's there, so I feel a bit more confident stepping out because there's already 1 there. And that grenade in fact got Evil Uncle. And this is a bit of a mistake. Luckily he's a bad shot and I've got some backup. There we go. So there's 2 of us left, no 3 of us, sorry, 3 on 4 terrorists. Bullets flying, so something's going on at one end or the other. I'm trying to decide what's my best. If I've actually watched that in slow-mo, you don't see the crosshair move, but almost certainly I twitched it onto him as I pulled the trigger. But frame by frame, you don't see the crosshair moving onto his body. But that's what good AWPing's about, is twitching. We've got 21 seconds left, so let's give it another minute. Don't matter. I got another MVP. Move to 14 and 6. Move him here back to Dust 2. So it was me on 2 terrorists. I've just taken one of them down. The bomb's been planted. I'm already close to B, so let's double check that first carefully. Looks pretty clear. So we know it's at A. Now, I've got my cheap shotgun with me at this point. There is a sniper rifle there, but I'm thinking let's go short. And we'll take the shotgun. So I want to get as close to the enemy as possible with the shotgun to swing the... we use pistol initially because that's probably better over long. There he is, so I've just seen him and I can hear he's got an AWP. So I'm going to get as close as I can. There he is. This isn't as close as I wanted, but it's enough. Enough time. Come in and defuse the bomb and set off the fireworks. Party poppers and balloons. Look, that's what always happens when you defuse a bomb.